Welcome to Rob Schmitt Tonight. Trump stirring up a lot of unease for our friends today. The process of getting a fair deal for the United States is not going to be easy. As a nation, we have paid for a lot of big dinners over the years, and right now we're seeing just how shaken our friends get when they're suddenly asked to split a bill. Today, the president eased up on tariffs a little bit, perhaps based on Wall Street nerves. That's what it feels like. We now have another carve-out, this one for all products under the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement from Trump's first term, reducing about half the pain the tariffs were expected to inflict. It came just in time for Justin Trudeau, who appeared to be crying today while talking about trade tensions. Take a look at that.
On a personal level, I've made sure that every single day in this office, I put Canadians first, that I have people's backs. And that's why I'm here to tell you all that we got you. Even in the very last days of this government, we will not let Canadians down today and long into the future.
Sheesh. We knew Canadian liberals were some of the softest out there, but it's just tariffs, bro. And according to Trump's Treasury Secretary, Trudeau has nobody to blame but himself.
As President Trump has said many times, tariff is his favorite word. I would say the reciprocal is probably his second favorite word. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think we have to be open to the idea, if you want to be a numbskull like Justin Trudeau and say, oh, we're going to do this, then tariffs are going to go up.
It has not been an easy week for Justin Trudeau, and this is just a trade war. Imagine Justin dealing with a real one, like the one being pushed by the Europeans in Ukraine today. After Zelensky's performance last Friday at the White House, a minerals deal right now is up in the air. And although Trump announced Tuesday night that Zelensky is good to go, he's not here. He's in Brussels, with the Euros pushing to continue this war with hundreds of billions of dollars of their own money. Maybe as much as $600 billion could extend this war for years and years with that kind of money. This week, Denmark's prime minister blew up the entire idea of a ceasefire and a peace deal. Mette Frederiksen has never done anything besides talk. She is a career politician, but she is completely certain that Ukraine should continue fighting Russia until Russia loses, despite the fact that Ukraine will run out of men to fight long before that ever happens.
Maybe we will even give them a better situation than today, because if we end this war now with some kind of a frozen conflict, a ceasefire, it will give Russia the possibility to return to Russia, to mobilize more funds, people, and maybe to attack another country in Europe.
No ceasefire, no peace deal. A Danish socialist, career politician who's never enlisted, never fought anything, but her opinion appears to be ubiquitous across Europe. They are terrified as Trump tries to end this war with a diplomatic and economic-minded solution. The Euros all meeting this week to surge spending on defense, again, hundreds of billions. And think about one side of it, as far as NATO in this moment, they're all going to spend a lot more money on Ukraine and a lot more money on their own defense. The European Union is about to experience military might that it hasn't known since the end of the Second World War. The West will be far safer after all of this, and despite all their complaints. It doesn't really track very well with Trump as Putin's puppet, which we seem to hear all the time. The president pushing NATO even further today. NBC reporting administration officials claiming Trump is considering no longer protecting NATO countries that don't meet their membership requirements on defense spending. If you don't hit that mark, why would we protect you? You haven't hit that mark in 50 years. It is a tough love measure that will dramatically strengthen this alliance even more. Take a listen.
If the United States was in trouble and we called them, we said, we got a problem, France, we got a problem, a couple of others I won't mention. Do you think they're going to come and protect us? They're supposed to. I'm not so sure. I view NATO as potentially good, but you got to get some good thinking in NATO. It's very unfair what's been happening. Until I came along, we were paying close to 100% of NATO. So think of it. We're paying 100% of their military, and they're screwing us on trade.
Yeah. Bulgaria's prime minister stating today that Europe is weak without the United States. Well, of course it is. I mean, the United States has been about half of NATO for quite a while. But this is what they need to get stronger. This is the tough love. The Euros have atrophied over the past 70 years. They haven't given defense really a second thought in a very long time. They're thinking about it now.
We want a peace through strength. And this is the reason why I present today to the leaders the Rearm Europe plan. The Rearm Europe plan provides up to 800 billion euros for defense investment.
800 billion euros, a lot of money. Zelensky in Brussels may be moving further and further away from a peace deal as this all goes on. He doesn't want to do this minerals deal. I think we can all agree on that. He doesn't seem to want to negotiate with Russia at all. Today, Trump's Ukraine envoy, explained exactly what happened last Friday.
What happened is we said, wait a second, this is not what we thought this was going to be. You don't negotiate peace discussions in public. You don't try to challenge the President of the United States in the Oval Office that, in fact, you need to side with me and not the Russians. You don't become an independent interlocutor if you look at something like that. And he was forewarned. It's not like President Zelensky was not made aware that this is what we wanted out of the Ukrainians.
You know, everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt tonight on Newsmax.